Hey guys, Ronnie here from Greenlight Bites with a really quick video. I wanted to answer a reader question that I got on a comment on Ronnie's Way about my latest smoothie obsession. So sometimes I find that it's better to do these smoothies in video, even though I have to edit out the loud blender. But it's because usually, for me anyway, smoothies aren't like a specific recipe sometimes. So I've given smoothie recipes, but I really want to kind of express that you need to make it your own. You got to use what you have on hand. You may not measure things. When you kind of grasp the smoothie making culture, you just end up throwing stuff in a blender and enjoying it. So that's kind of where I am. But I thought I would make my latest one that I've been making for weeks now with you guys, and maybe measure as I go along so I can get some nutritional information to share with you underneath the video. All right, so here goes. My new obsession, and it's over, so I don't want to spill it, is kale. I'm really trying to eat kale. I've been buying one bag of kale a week with the goal to finish it by the end of the week, and I'm on week 3, and I'm doing really good. I've been eating a bag of kale a week. I don't know, some health food people might think that's not enough. For me, it's a huge accomplishment. All right, so I'm going to do kale. I'm going to also use my trusty old bullet here. I'm a bullet fan. I think I don't need a Vitamix or some crazy, $100 and something thousand whatever. I'm exaggerating, but you know what I mean. I have no problem making smoothies. Sometimes they come out a little chunky. That's okay. You can always blend it longer. I've also liked the fact that this is portable, and you'll see I have this technique where I pick up the whole unit. When I don't want to add a lot of liquid to things. It's been just great as I make baby food and smoothies and the whole 9 yards. I do now keep it on my counter and use it all the time, at least once a day. All right, so I'm going to start. I have my bullet cup, and I'm going to use a half a banana. I happen to have a half a banana lying around. I've been splitting them with the baby. Sometimes I give him a half. Sometimes he gets a whole. But, I mean, you can just cut a banana. I have a bowl of bananas over here. They'll just kind of, the end will, if you cut it, it'll just dry out and it'll kind of store itself, and then you can kind of peel that yucky part away. Bananas kind of self-peel. So don't be afraid. You don't have to use a whole banana every time you want a banana. Just cut it in half and leave the peel on the other half, and it'll store really well. So I have my half of a banana. To that, I'm going to add frozen blueberries. I'm a huge fan of frozen blueberries too. I always have a bag of frozen blueberries in my freezer. Normally the small wild ones, because I like to be able to put those in my cereal because they melt really. I'm trying to pull one out to show you how small they are. I mean, they're really small, tiny. And you can pop them in your mouth because they're not. Sometimes the frozen blueberries are so big. Sorry, I have blueberry juice all over my mouth. I just like the small ones better, so I try to keep the wild ones on. I promised myself I would be measuring, and now I'm not measuring. Darn it. I'm going to do how much I usually go by sight. And let's see. All right, so I put probably about, I don't know, a third a cup. I'll show you. A third a cup of blueberries in there. I'm measuring 50 grams, and I already had a little bit in there, so I don't know, about 60 grams. So half a banana. That many blueberries, and then the kale. Now, I usually just fill almost to the top of kale, and the only thing I do special to the kale is sometimes I just bought a bag of chopped kale. You can buy the whole leaves and then just take off the leaves, but even sometimes the chopped, they leave on this stem. Do you see the stem? You don't want to put that in there. It'll never really get blended. You'll have little kale stem chunks in there. So whether or not you have the full leaf or the chopped, just kind of glance through and pull out any of those stems and just put them right on the side. When I'm cooking it, I don't really mind them as much. I'll just chop them up really small. Like sometimes I do fried rice with kale. I can link back to that video. Where I just chop up the kale really small, mix it in some rice and flavor it like fried rice with ginger and soy sauce. It's pretty much the only way I can get my family to eat kale on any kind of regular basis. My 6-year-old loves it. He doesn't even know what's in it. He just says, "Oh, I like this rice, Mommy. This is good rice." So, little does he know, he's eating kale. I love that. All right, so I'm kind of jamming it in there. Let's see. It's only about, what did I say? That's like a 20 grams of kale. The good thing about it is if you want to put more in there, you can add more after you do the initial blend. So I'm gonna just start with that. So I have banana, you can't see it anymore, there it is. Banana, blueberries, fill the rest with kale. And then my liquid of choice is almond milk, unsweetened. You can use chocolate almond milk because I'm going to add chocolate to it in a second, especially if you like something sweeter. I actually have weaned myself off the sweetness. I always tell everybody I started with chocolate almond milk. Sorry. I started with chocolate almond milk. Then I went to vanilla almond milk. Then I went to regular, original sweetened almond milk. And now I'm on unsweetened. It was kind of like this gradient down, and now I like love this stuff. It's just, it's so light. It's 40 calories a cup. It still has the calcium and the vitamin D as regular milk. So I usually try to just cover the blueberries plus a little bit. So that's about 5 ounces. I'm just gonna round it up. I don't know, 4.5 ounces. Let me just add a little splash. So that's about 5 ounces. You want enough liquid to get everything going and moving. To help blend it up. But again, so that's not even, you know, I just added maybe 25, 30 calories to my smoothie, nothing. All right, now my secret ingredient, because I have been trying to increase my protein, is protein powder. The only protein powder that I enjoy, and I get this question all the time, is this stuff called Anyway. I will link to it underneath the video. It's the only one that I found. Please comment if you know others. That is unflavored. It doesn't have sweetener in it. It doesn't have chocolate in it or vanilla. If you look in the ingredients, it's protein blend, natural flavor, and lecithin or whatever, which is what a preservative, something like that. So there's nothing in it. So I get the flavor the way I want. I love that. So it kind of adds the protein, and it adds that smoothiness, you know, the creaminess, without me having to worry about what the heck they put in there. So I just do a scoop of this. Sometimes I make it without it, but I'm kind of into the protein right now. I've been working out a lot, so I'm upping my protein a little bit. So I add that right on top. Kind of looks like a mound of snow. And then finally, my other secret ingredient. Oh, this stuff is like the nectar of the gods. I am completely obsessed with Special Dark Hershey's unsweetened cocoa powder. It's just cocoa. It's literally, what, 10 calories a tablespoon. It adds this deep, dark chocolate yumminess. And, you know, minimal calories. It's just, oh, I wish I can, like, have you smell it. Here, smell it. Oh my God, so good. All right, so I usually just pour it in, but I'm going to actually measure to see how much I'm getting in there, because, again, I don't normally measure. So, let's see. I usually probably add around 2 tablespoons. So again, it's a whopping 20 calories that I'm adding. Chocolate on me. It's not one of those things you can lick because it's not sweetened. So you kind of get this puckered up weird non-sweetened thing. All right, so there's the base of my smoothie. I know I have bad color on the video. My low-tech approach. So that's it. I'm going to put it on the bullet. Now, try to get all the liquid towards the bottom before you get to going. And we're going to see how loud this is with you guys. It's not that bad. All right, so see what I mean? So sometimes it doesn't catch. You just need to give it a couple shakes. That's why I like the bullet, because I can pick it up and work it. See how, I don't know if you see how dark it looks. It's like really dark chocolate. I'm going to go get a straw. All right, so that was, I don't know, about a minute, not even 30 seconds. Let me show you what it looks like. I know it's so hard to see, but it's kind of like this thick, chocolatey. It's so good. I mean, it's not like, I don't know, hot fudge sundae good. But I mean, it's good. It's filling. It's healthy. For those days you're on a quick run. You know what I mean? And you don't have time to make eggs or even sit down with a bowl of cereal. Just throw the stuff in the bullet, grab your little cup, and you can sip it on the way to work. I mean, it's got banana, it's got blueberries, it's got kale, it's got your calcium for the day, it's got protein. So, I don't know. That's all I wanted to show you. It was really good. I drink probably one every other day or so now. This is kind of my new habit, especially when the baby wakes up off schedule and I, again, don't have time to make myself breakfast. I'll just sip on this in the morning while I'm feeding him breakfast because it's kind of hard to feed me and feed him at the same time. So, but I can drink and feed him at the same time. All right, so I just wanted to share that. Like I said, now that I kind of measured things out a little bit, I'll do an approximate nutritional information underneath the video if you're curious, if you're interested in recreating something like this. But again, I urge you to kind of get creative with it. If you're a little scared of the kale, because the kale does add a little bit of a stronger flavor, go with spinach. Spinach you won't even notice in this at all. It just kind of melds right into the smoothie, and you won't get, kale kind of has a little chunkiness because I don't have like a really strong blender. With spinach, you wouldn't even notice, and still you get the greens and the vitamins there. But the combination of protein powder, banana, blueberries, and dark cocoa powder can't be beat in my book. So I hope that gives you some ideas, guys, and have a happy Thanksgiving. I know I'm not in the Thanksgiving festive mood on the blog. I apologize. I'm too busy actually getting ready for Thanksgiving to blog about it. All right, see you guys soon, and thanks for watching. Bye.